I'll disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Nobody watches that show, just like nobody plays Blackout anymore.
Oh man.
Huzzah!
This is Anthem? Question mark. It's like no.
Okay, now we could start. We're already here now. This is Anthem?
Plays
Oh
better.
boy. Hello and welcome to Ben's OP Game Show. Recorded live 8 p.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/GameFanatics every Sunday. Gotta get in that new intro. It's a slow go. Runs about as good as PUBG. At reference to Blackout. Anyway,
Aw.
Stretch.
another game that no one plays anymore.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And I'm joined by the two knuckleheads. Joel is here.
I'm feeling loopy.
All right, perfect. And Logan's here.
Knucklehead number 2.
Perfect.
I like that word.
Perfect. Knucklehead?
Knucklehead.
Yeah.
Sonic and Knucklehead.
Sonic and Knucklehead. It's the sequel
Sonic
to Toe
and
Jam and
Knucklehead.
Earl, kind of.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's coming out in March. The remake.
Perfect. I gotta stop saying it. I said perfect way too many times already. It's been like
You're
30
banned from
seconds.
saying that for the rest of the show.
Perfect.
Damn it.
Anyway, we're going to talk about something that is not perfect. I know both of you have played a fair amount of Anthem, not on screen. So
It is on screen.
this is Anthem. This is
Not
what
pictured.
Anthem looks like. not pictured. And I know we talked about it yesterday on the podcast, but it hasn't gone up yet, Joel. A lot about you really like the shooting and stuff, but it's kind of a mess in a lot of other respects, a lot of other areas. Damn you.
Orias.
So I want to hear from Logan. What's your opinion on Anthem? Because you did the 10-hour Origin fun time.
Yeah, I did the beta, then I did the 10-hour trial, which was 10 hours was enough. I don't think I'll ever have to do it again.
Okay.
It's very bare bones. It's very, very plain. There's not a lot to it. I don't think it's a fun game. I don't think it's a good game at all.
I love
it's
it.
The
Tear it an
same,
asshole. Let's go.
It's the same repetitive garbage over and over and over. You get 3 types of enemies. You get a Scar, you get a Dominion, you get a creature. And that's all it is for the entire game. And then you get 3 types of missions. You have kill all the people, defend this area, and fetch all the shit in the world 1,000,000 times.
Okay, so attack, defend, find,
And fetch.
fetch. Well, that's
that's it.
fine.
It's
That's all.
very Destiny in that fashion of the 3 types of enemies kind of a thing. Like they're very limited on variety.
You know, and I don't like that because this is an alien world. You have your imagination is the limit, and you can do anything you want. You can make anything you want. They just didn't, and it gets boring when I'm doing the same defend this area against the same enemy for the 50th time in like 20 minutes. It's terrible. I don't understand why anyone would find that fun. The running and gunning and the combat were fine at the beginning, but then I was just doing the same thing over and over. Shooting, reload, skill, shooting, reload, skill. And then
Yeah.
the flying, everyone talks about the flying, but this is a game that doesn't give you the opportunity to fly.
I know.
They want you to fly for 5 seconds and then land on the ground and reboost
And
your charger and
recharge.
go again.
That's what
If you
I.
get too high, it actually like
Whoa.
shoots you down too.
Yeah,
It, like, pushes you down.
It's so weird because people. This is the Iron Man simulator. You fly around like Iron Man. Like, yeah, for 5 seconds, and then I'm on the ground, and being on the ground kind of sucks and it's lame. I want to just fly, and its whole big hook. I know I've said this before, but its whole big hook is you can fly like Iron Man, and then they
For
make
5
mechanics
seconds.
with just pull the rug right under you, and you're back on the ground. So. Why the focus? Why can't I fly? Why can't I just hover and shoot even, and without
Right.
running that down?
Yeah, and to be fair, like, yes, you later on get abilities and upgrades and stuff to like make that longer and stuff, but it's really not that much longer.
Wow.
I don't know. It's unfortunate. Like
So, sure.
that was one of the highlights when they first showed off the gameplay, the first trailers.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like,
Well, I mean,
flying
even then-
through and
that trailer. We all had to know that trailer was fake. Like that. None
of
of that
course.
trailer is.
oh yeah.
It's a lot of garbage. But how do you feel about? Well, we don't need to talk about Tarsus. It's garbage. We already knew that.
Yeah, that hub is terrible.
What about the story or the storytelling even? How is this?
I don't even know what the story is. Like,
Yeah, Tyler gave me a ton of shit yesterday during the podcast because I straight up told him, like, I didn't pay much attention to the story. I also have an awful memory for things like that because if it's not like a narrative driven story the way like God of War is to me, I'm not going to pay attention to the little details.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's not told in a way that's like I remember when we were playing and we were rescuing someone and they were talking and I just stopped fighting. I was like, where is this person? Who's even talking to me? What are they saying? I have no idea. This type of game is not conducive to telling a story while you're fighting things. And it seems like they just tried to shove it in there, but is there anything interesting going on? Is something in Tarsus actually redeeming story-wise?
I don't think so.
I mean, if
I
you want to know,
couldn't find anything.
the way I found out is like if you want to know more and more about the story, you have to walk around and talk to the NPCs that you can talk to, because every time you talk to them, you're gonna get another dialogue tree. And I didn't want to do that. I was having already such a hard enough time figuring out who to talk to get my next mission that was what I mainly focused on.
Yeah.
So there's story there if you want it. There's plenty of lore to pick up and read into. It says like read the core text, and I'm like, I don't know where the fuck that is. So I didn't worry about that at all. I was like, I'm not even. There's even a mission, the infamous tomb mission, the 4 tombs to unlock. While I'm like trying to get those done, it says open the core text to read the requirements for each one. And I'm like, I don't know where it is. I've pressed pause. I looked for it in all the menus. Where is it? I don't know where it is. I don't want to go back. I was like, I'm not going to do it because if I have to go back to Fort Tarsus, to Fort Taurus, I'm not going to do it because that's just another load screen I have to sit through. So I was just like, fuck it. I'll just go to the actual tomb and click on it, and it'll tell me there. Ugh.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore pickups throughout the Fort Tarsus and the open level.
And they're very similar to like the codex from Mass Effect. And there's plenty of stuff to look into. Like you can get deep into the lore if you want to. I mean, it doesn't have as much as Mass Effect, but there's definitely plenty there.
But it doesn't seem like any of it is as interesting as Mass Effect. Are there aliens in this game? That seems like a weird question to ask. But
there's like creatures, but there's not like aliens.
There's not like sentient aliens.
Not like an alien race. Yeah, not like Mass Effect had.
Watch me hide in this bathroom. Jesus Christ. That's so everything about this game to me is so disappointing.
Yeah. Well, the story is like you jumped into chapter 4 of a book and we're expected to know chapters 1 through 3 already. And it's like
Star Wars.
Where's all this backstory that I don't know about this world? This isn't Star Wars. This isn't Anthem Episode 7. This is Anthem Episode 1. And I don't know shit about this world.
I don't know.
And they're doing a terrible job presenting it.
I just don't. The problem with these games, to me, and I know obviously they're enormously successful, like Destiny and all that. I don't need to. But the problem with these games is like you can't just go into them and play for several hours. It's always trying to be like, no, you're in an instance, you're doing a mission here, you're doing that. It doesn't have what I loved about even Andromeda, or if you look at something like a Dragon Age Inquisition, where you'd go to an area and you just explore the area and have the adventure of the game. It's not there in these games because of the shared world. Everyone's always there dicking around. You can't focus on the story. It never really feels like a cohesive thing to me. It's just like a playground, but I'm not here for the playground. I don't want to play on the slide, but there's like slides everywhere. I want to explore, and you can't explore in games like this. It's why I never really got into MMOs too. It's the story's never good.
You especially can't explore if you're with a team because it'll automatically pull you forward.
And this game's especially bad with that too. Like, oh, you got too far away? Let me give you a 20-second load screen. Thank you. I love it.
Yeah, you'll be transported in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then Joel mentioned like the branching NPC storylines. the choices in this game
Don't
shouldn't
matter.
exist. Yeah, like you're
Coffee or
having a
tea.
dialogue with someone, choose one or two, like one or two, and then it's a one sentence difference. Okay, what's the point? I don't get it.
Yeah, because
Why
you don't
give
even
me the
really.
option?
Well, how much does your character interact with the story, if that makes sense? Because
Uh, a lot, because they're always talking and engaged in the
okay,
story,
so they're
the
not
missions and stuff.
they're
not
not
mute
like
or anything.
they're not mostly silent or anything.
No. You
Okay.
choose right at the beginning, female or male voice, and
Yeah.
they're definitely a part of the story.
I mean, the interactions with other characters and the voice acting and everything is really good. It's just it doesn't have a point to it.
Right? I don't want to interact
Sounds
with these
great.
people without a point.
Oh man! Oh, hold on. There might be breaking news in the Anthem train.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing that would, unless they're like free to play right now.
This is it's free to play. Breaking news: Anthem is free to play. Okay, this is from. Have you heard of Twisted Voxel? It might not be a good site.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna look this up while we get it, but sales might be pretty bad in the UK so far. We'll see. I'll try and get an update while someone else is talking. But
All right.
so what I want to ask is, because we see a lot of people defending Anthem and other games, and by saying, "Oh, what is it going to be in 6 months? What is it like? They have a 90-day plan. They're doing all this content. They're going to be updating it and all that." And I understand that, but I feel like this game in particular is getting a pass from a lot of people with that whole wait for 6 months, in a year it's going to be different. And I want to talk about that, but also I don't think we can use Rainbow Six Siege or For Honor or any of these other Ubisoft, they're all Ubisoft games. I don't think we can use those as examples as look what they've done over time, because all those games actually had successful launches and felt
Yep.
fairly feature complete. You might not have liked the game, but it didn't feel rough around the edges. And
Yeah.
and that's the big difference here with Anthem. So like why is this game getting so much of a pass? Is it just BioWare, I guess? Because we don't want to see BioWare fail.
Maybe, probably, yeah, the BioWare name and the EA name behind it. I mean, I know people like to shit on EA, but they're like, oh, it's BioWare. It's a big game. It's a big AAA title. We should let them, iron out the kinks and get all the content out there in a year. Then that'll be a good game. Then you can really like it. You just have to stick it out for a year and, suck its dick for that long. And I don't think that's worthy. I don't think we should
I don't think we should encourage
give it a
that.
pass. Yeah. At the end of the day, I understand that everyone money is their own, but we shouldn't be like, all right, here's $60. I support this business model. I'll buy all your content within a year and still enjoy your game when you release this broken product. Should not support that.
And it's funny, I wasn't even thinking about this before the show, but Fallout 76, obviously a broken mess because of the engine and problems it's had for years, but they're still putting out content. That game has sold pretty well, and everyone still shits all over it. So why should that game get shit upon, and this one, which launches in a similar bad state, maybe not as bad, but still not great. Why should it get a pass? And look at it this way too. If Mario Odyssey launched and you could fall through the ground and like this world didn't load right and this coin shop's going to open later, like you'd be pissed off. You wouldn't be like, "Oh, they'll fix it in 3 months." No. I don't care that it's a fucking shared world or that it's an online thing or this is the first time they've done it. You're launching a product. This should be better, right?
I fell through the ground in Anthem, and ironically, it took me to a load screen.
It's
So
When in
purgatory.
doubt,
This game is
load
purgatory.
screen.
Okay, so
I don't know why it gets the free pass that it does. I think people are just trying to justify their $60 to $80 they chucked
And their
into this
hype they
game.
had for it for a year, which I could have told you
Yeah.
this when it was revealed. None of this was going to be how you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to find that video. I
think
did.
that's what a lot of it is people were hoping for so much more from this game, especially because it's BioWare. Like, they want it to succeed because they want to see another Mass Effect, another Dragon Age in the future. I think the game will be around. I think it'll improve. There's a lot of design flaws that maybe they can't fix completely, but there are shortcuts they could add at like Ford Taurus to, like, instead of having to run all the way up to your suit to launch, you could just launch from a menu, kind of like in Destiny. I could just go to orbit. I don't have to go all the way to my to the launch bay or whatever.
Yeah.
There are little things they could add to make it better. They definitely need to revamp the map. I mean, it's really hard to tell where you're going and how to get somewhere. You can't even set a waypoint anywhere. And that part is a pain in the ass because all you have is a tiny little compass at the very top of your screen that's really hard to see. And especially if you don't know if you're going the right way, like, because there are some areas that are walled off unless you go through a tunnel. So, like, without any sort of waypoint or like GPS system, you're flying around not very long to try to get to this damn tunnel.
Constantly setting foot and then jumping again.
Ugh.
I want to. Okay, so
That's terrible.
how is it to fly and explore? Is that even a fun thing to do?
There are different, like, vista points that you get to that are on the map, and you collect them, and it kind of tells you a little bit about that area. I mean, it really depends. You can kind of learn the environment enough to where you're constantly hitting waterfalls, but then there are areas where there's
go hitting waterfalls.
then you have to constantly, like,
Perfect.
fly around the edge of the walled off areas. And I just think that they're kind of slowing down or really making it frustrating to do the flying, and that's like the most unique thing about their game.
Yeah.
Like, it should be fun. Who cares if you fly forever? Like, go
It should be
big
front and
and
center.
then
We should be able to do that.
Yeah. Then don't
if
make
it
me fly
becomes
super high then. Like, that's it. Just limit it some other way.
which they already kind of do. Like, if you get too high, it's kind of like you're being pushed down by a huge gust of wind.
That's fine.
But they need to do what Destiny, like what the Destiny devs decided to do is, if it's like, go out, make it overpowered. If it's broken, they'll fix it. They'll nerf it or whatever. But, like, don't nerf it from the beginning.
Yeah. That was the thing that immediately struck me when I played the game. Oh, I can't just fly for... Oh, no. Why can't I fly forever? I do want to ask both of you about the weapon changing stuff.
Oh my gosh.
How ridiculous is that?
It's ridiculous.
It's a pain. I mean, it's like when you play Call of Duty or PUBG, like, you have, well, not PUBG, but like Call of Duty, like, you have your loadout, but even in Call of Duty, like, during a multiplayer match, you can switch your weapons if you pick them up off the floor.
Yeah.
I think it just makes it, like, more frustrating because you have to wait till you're done with your expedition or you're done with the mission to see what you got. And then what's nice is you can get rid of stuff you don't need from that menu, but then in order to equip it, you have to go to your forge, and then if you want to go back out, that's when you switch everything out.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to make it easier. They need to make it more seamless.
It's too complicated of a process that shouldn't be a complicated process at all.
But how much loot are you getting? Like, per given mission, what are you getting?
For mission, it's not too much, but, like, if you do a free mode where you're just, in the world running around doing world events and stuff, you could get a lot in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Because, that was one of my issues I had was I do this free froming or free play and do it for 30 to 40 minutes, and I have like 20 pieces of weapons and 19 of them suck, and I want to salvage them. I have to salvage each individual one. There's no mass salvage, so I'm clicking and holding, according to PC controls, each item just to salvage it. And then, just to get to that screen, I have to finish the mission, go to the forge, open my javelin, switch all the weapons, and then I could change them, and then I can jump into another mission to try them out. And then if I don't like it,
you'd have to leave.
Yeah, I'd have to leave and do it. And that's another thing. This is a looter shooter type of game. This is a game
Schluter.
that
A
what?
shaluter.
Schluter?
A Floam Schluter.
A Floam Schluter. And
What language are you speaking?
I don't know.
and this is that type of game, and the variety of weapons and shit isn't there. I have my assault rifle, the shotgun, light machine gun, and they all look the same. They have different names. That's kind of cool. They have different colors. That's kind of cool. But it's bad. It's not fun. It's not anything that's exciting to get a new piece of a new weapon, because it's not that different.
Or new
the
armor
cosmetics
or
in the new the lack of cosmetics in this game astounds me. One of my favorite things in Monster Hunter is equipping new weapons and armor, because I could see them physically look different. And why don't you have this? You'd be so much better with it.
Yeah. Well, what's even worse is like you don't get really unique or special weapons until way later, until you're grinding for materials to like craft. When you're initially playing like in Destiny, you can get legendary and exotics throughout your leveling process, and it makes it more fun that way.
Mhm.
It gives you that excitement when you do pick up a weapon and it's, oh shit, it's a legendary engram, where in Anthem you're only picking up like gray weapons and green weapons, and those, like, they're not that special. It doesn't give you any excitement. Like I found a couple guns that I like, but they're not really any different from any other guns that are the same type. So it kind of like, they're just little things that they're hurting themselves with that they should have learned from other games. Like, people love getting loot that's awesome, even if it's level 10 and they're level 10 already, or level 9, and they're going to level up pretty quick. That's part of the excitement of a game like this, is getting that loot that's special and being able to just switch it in and just shoot the shit out of things. Like, we play these games because we want to feel powerful. We don't want to feel limited.
Yeah. I don't want to feel like I'm working on an Excel sheet trying to organize everything and trying to find what I need to after opening 20 browsers to get to it.
Yeah, I've been watching this streamer called Dat Mods. It's a weird name, I know. He usually I'm gonna say it because I always try to say it, and I'm like, Dat Mods.
When you realize you have to say the streamer's name out loud, you're like, oh, that's weird.
Like, oh, that is a weird name.
Well, I found him because he streams mainly Path of Exile, and he's like one of the top,
Of course,
like, streamers for that game. And he's been streaming Anthem, like, and he's enjoying it, but he knows everything that's wrong with it, and he's explaining it to people, and he puts it into really good words. Like there is potential in this game, but they're gonna have to comb through a lot of shit to get to it. And that's like, for the most part, I've enjoyed the game. To me, it's a casual game that's going to replace Destiny for me. It's a game that I'll play with my cousin every now and then when he eventually gets on. And other than that, I'm going to go hard on the Division 2. I'm going to get back to playing Path of Exile, and we've got Stardew Valley coming up. So we've got all these other games that we could play. Like, to me, this is, even if Anthem was better, it was still going to be my casual go-to game.
it's a stopgap.
Yeah, the problem is it isn't better.
So yeah, you say this is going to replace Destiny. Is that just because it's newer, not because it's better?
Well, the thing that I did like about Destiny was the gunplay, but I don't like first-person view on a game like Destiny. That's why I enjoy like Path of Exile, because it's, I can see my character, I can see the gear and everything, and I like the third-person view on Division, which is why I'm excited for it. I like the third-person view on Anthem because I can see my Storm Javelin with the Laker colors on him, and he's, him using his abilities, and he actually feels like a mage.
Oh.
Yeah, well, like a mage who's a Laker fan. Where Destiny, playing as a warlock, I never felt like a powerful warlock or anything. Like I have one move that I use, and it's not that great. So this game gave me that feeling. Like, when I charge up that fireball and I shoot it, and it just like kind of wiggles as it's kind of flying really quickly at an enemy, it kind of reminded me of City of Heroes, because that's when I would use my fireballs with my guy. They look just like that, and I was like, oh shit, that's that feeling right there. So there's some moments that get me, and that's kind of why like it sucked me in right off the bat, playing as a javelin or a storm javelin, and it's probably why I'll continue to kind of play it here and there.
Sounds great. This sounds like game of the year.
I'm a simple man. Simple
So-
things will get me.
Shit of the year.
What do you think? Like, because we have Division 2 in like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, I'm all in.
How like the sales, I did look at the link I got. We'll have to wait a little more, but it does look like sales might be soft on Anthem. That's to be determined.
I think those numbers are going to be thrown off by the Origin Premium thing too.
Sure, but that's only on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't affect
Yeah,
console.
that won't affect console at all. That we'll see. I do think it is hurt by Apex. It's hurt by, obviously everything's hurt by Fortnite potentially if you're a multiplayer thing. It's hurt by the
Fortnite.
Division in 3 weeks, and I don't like, where is this game in 3 to 6 months? Is it still big? Like, I just don't know. It's such a weird.
I mean, that's what we were saying about Fallout 76. You know,
True.
where was it going to
Still
be?
around.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, it's only what 4 months, but
But
I
it,
mean,
it actually
people are
sold
still
pretty
playing
well.
it, right? But how many people are
I don't know.
still playing?
They're
it
giving that game
past
away
that
too.
initial?
That,
Yeah,
that game
they
is
just want
free
that
with
game outta
everything.
here.
I could probably
I
buy
would-
another
I would
game
still
and
play
get
it.
it.
I would still give it a shot.
I would still give it a shot too.
I just
You'd
don't
have
want
to
to pay
pay
60
me.
bucks. I don't want to pay too much for it. Is what I'll
No.
say.
I was supposed to Redbox it. I never did.
I almost want them to pay me to play it.
Yeah, I don't think
What I
they're
said. You
they're
pay
gonna.
me to play it.
though.
Shut up.
Think that's a thing they do.
Yeah,
Okay.
mean, it would be the first game to do it.
to
I
pay
think,
Joel specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just Joel.
Just
just
Joel. Oh man.
sucker. I think it'll be really telling with the first couple updates. You know what they
Sure.
change, and if all the pain points or the biggest pain points are kind of
But the
changed
biggest-
or updated or fixed.
I don't know. Like you'd have to be aware. All the companies like this, EA, pay for mock reviews, and even if they didn't, they'd still be aware that changing your weapon by going back to base and then swapping it out and then going on a mission and realizing you don't like that weapon is not a good system. So the fact that it's still in the game, the fact that there's loading screens everywhere. I know people are like, oh, people are complaining too much about the loading screens. No, they're bad. It's not that they're long, and they are sometimes long. It's they're just everywhere, and they're obnoxious.
Yeah,
It
they're
just
all the
doesn't-
time.
It doesn't seem right. Like when you can load into Red Dead Redemption 2 and just go explore the goddamn world, but in this game I'm loading every 5 seconds. It's just weird. I have to go into this cave, and I'm into the cave, and then I load out of the cave. Like, why? Why can't I just play the open world game? It's so weird.
Yeah.
What's funny is
It's
like
disengaging the amount of loading screens there are.
Yeah, yes, perfect.
Pulls me out of the experience.
well with Jump Force constantly load screens as well. So I went from Jump Force to Anthem. I'm just like, oh my god, load screens are like my biggest fucking nightmare right now.
That was something I noticed with Jump Force too.
Yeah, a lot of load screens. I mean, and I get why. You know, like you're gonna enter a fight, and if you're doing story fights, they're quick because it's just one round, and then you go to a cutscene and they talk and they have stiff faces and weird plastic bodies, and then you go out of that into the hub. You pick your mission, you go there. There's another cutscene, and then boom, another load screen, and then another load screen after that. After you pick your people, it's just I get why that has load screens. When I think of Destiny, and especially Destiny 2, there's a lot less loading and waiting around.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
like what you used to have to go to orbit every single time in Destiny 1 just to get to your next mission. They changed that with Destiny 2, where now you don't have to. You can go straight from the tower to the other planets. So they knew that was a pain point.
maybe we'll see these changes and updates, but it just certainly feels like out the gate there's not a lot of positivity. Even some of the people that are really high on it are like, yeah, it's really fun. I wish that was kind of it's kind of like me with Crackdown 3. It's like I had a lot of fun with that game. I don't know if I really recommend it to everyone.
Like I saw Greg Miller's tweet, and he hadn't touched it at all until it finally released.
Yeah.
And his tweet was like, looks around, says, "I'm having a good time with Anthem," and then runs.
And then runs away.
That was his tweet.
I think he's doing.
It's how I feel.
He's doing it the same way that you are. Like, you see all the faults, but this is fun to play, and I could play it with my cousin, and I could play it with whoever has it, and I get that. It's just, shouldn't we expect an actual good game too?
We should, and I think that's why it's fair to criticize it. I don't think all the bad stuff that people are saying about it, if they're legit critiques, then I think they're warranted, right? But if people are just saying like, I think for the people that haven't actually played it and that are shitting all over it, like just because it's the thing to do, like I get why. I mean, everybody does it, but it's not helping, the fact that BioWare is behind it. And although I just have this feeling that EA pressured them to get this thing out.
I think
as soon as possible.
Here, my tinfoil hat is getting put on. I think EA pushed them, even if it was just like a little whisper, and they inceptioned the idea of, hey, why don't you make a story-based thing in a shared world idea? Because it feels like two different games, and I've seen someone say that before too, where you go back to Tarsus and it's this first-person story, whatever, with characters walking around, and then you're flying in the javelin in third person. It just feels so un-BioWare in almost every way except aesthetically, I guess. It's very weird.
Yeah, and we talked about that last night too, how it's like with Destiny it was kind of like, oh, I don't know, I think the main comparison is like it's like BioWare's trying to shove their single player story into a multiplayer focused game.
Yeah.
But then like when you go to Ford Taurus, like there is no multiplayer feeling there.
Because there's no one else there, it's just you.
Yeah.
Is this place in the future, or is it like one of those things where we have robots, but also we're still selling apples out of carts? I always hate
exactly
that shit. That's what bothers me about certain sci-fi things. Like that, Alita has that too. It's like, oh, we got street vendors selling this. I'm like, you got robots everywhere. Why aren't there more robots?
Everything should be vending machines.
We got cell phones, but I gotta purify my water in this weird, like, what is happening? I don't,
standing there shaking it the whole time.
It should be more like Japan. Like Japan, they have vending machines for everything. You can buy underwear, you can get full like heated dinners.
Exactly. That's what Anthem should be.
That's what the future should be.
Oh, an Anthem, not Anthem. Okay, gotcha. An Anthem.
I'm wondering if with later content or expansions or whatever, because the world, although like it seems kind of not super wide, like it's not super big, it's only one part of that planet. So I wonder if they're going to open up more areas with different types of environments, I guess, or habitats or whatever they're called, or biomes, like from Minecraft. Like, am I going to be able to go to a snow-covered area and to more of a desert area, stuff like that? That'd be pretty cool.
So is it all this kind of the foresty plains?
Yeah, there's this one area that's kind of like a swamp and kind of like toxic looking from the scorpions that you're hunting down. There's these other areas that are more like, that look like junkyards. And then there's one area that's like it's like a ruined castle kind of.
Okay.
So there are some areas that are actually pretty cool. Like there's a battle that you have at one of the, like at the castle that's been kind of demolished. That fight was interesting. Like I've been trying to solo everything except for the free play stuff, because other than that, like I don't want to have to be pulled ahead by other teammates.
Oh, no.
So I've been soloing stuff, and when I play it solo, like I really like it, and like I wish it was just a single player game with an option for co-op if you want. Like I think it sucks that they're trying to shove multiplayer into it and matchmaking and all that crap. Like it is a much more fun game by yourself.
Fun times.
But they force you into multiplayer.
They do.
Well, I think we've beaten Anthem up enough.
It is dead.
Maybe we'll take one more swipe at it though, because we're gonna go through our Metacritic score predictions from last
Oh
week,
no!
where
Ooh, boy.
we predicted the Anthem Metacritic score.
Anthem.
And actually,
Don't say mine. I'm embarrassed of mine now.
I know, right? So they don't have a PS4, Xbox One score on Metacritic. It's just the PC one. We'll just take the PC one because
Have to.
we kind of have to, and also because we were all at least 10 points off.
Wow.
So Logan had 81, I had 78, which I think I bumped up because I was scared.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Joel had 71. It's sitting at a 61 right now,
I was so brave.
which is 1 point above Crackdown 3.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Yeah. 1 whole point better than Crackdown
Yikes.
3.
Yikes.
That's how numbers work. So Joel, you get a point for that. We're keeping a tally through all of these for the whole
for my
year.
bravery.
Nice.
All right.
And we got Dirt Rally 2. That one, Joel said 78. I said 85, and Logan said 81. And I got it on the dot, 85.
Dang.
Wow. All right. That's good. I heard it was actually a pretty good.
Apparently, that's a good game that people should play instead of Anthem or Crackdown.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If you like rally racing, sure.
I guess so. I did find a couple
Definitely not
of
my type of racing game.
of negative reviews because they're coming up in the next segment. And the other game was Quest for the Golden Duck because it's the most ridiculous goddamn title for a game. But no one reviewed it, so we'll just have to wait.
Oh man.
We'll have to wait and see if anyone ever reviews
The
it.
travesty that nobody would.
Maybe
dare
I'll buy it and
review
I'll review it. I'll let you
Yeah.
know.
We'll
you
review
can
it
do
and
the
we'll
one
bump
and
that
only.
score up.
We'll bump the score. We're not on Metacritic,
I know.
but we'll try. And next week, though, we have a couple more games coming out, and I picked 3 ones from just all over the place. But a couple that
Alright.
you've probably heard of. The first one is Trials Rising.
Uh-huh.
Yay.
What do you think the Metacritic for this will be? And I'm going to start it off
Okay.
with a 72.
78.
78. All right.
86.
People like those games.
People do like those games, but this one is I have a bad feeling.
All right.
86.
86. I think Joel might have won that.
Then why didn't
Can you say that?
I was gonna say, why didn't you go higher?
I wanted a low ball, and I don't know. Everything's getting low scores now.
All right. All right.
The next one is the Lego Movie 2 game, inexplicably coming out 3 weeks after the movie.
Yeah, that's really weird.
At least it's happening, I suppose.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true. I'm not going first this time.
I'll go first.
Okay.
78.
78. This is tough.
69.
Oh, 69.
Ooh, nice.
Don't do that with your Legos, please.
I'm gonna brick.
I'm gonna break. God. Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna say 82.
8.2.
8.2.
really low.
Yeah, that low.
Oh man, harsh.
That's gonna do bad. Now it was tough to find a third game, but I found this one, which is called. Oh, I just realized how ridiculous. I hope I even got this title right, but it was stupid in the first place, so I couldn't even tell you if it's right or wrong. Remy Lore, Lost Girl in the Lands of Lore.
What the fuck? Nobody's gonna review that.
Oh, some site will. Trust me. I love JRPG garbage. Someone will
I
review
actually
it.
know what game that is.
I forget which one it was because I was also looking up another game. I'm gonna look it up again now. But what do you think?
Because I think
Remy
I saw
Lore-
it on the Switch eShop. And I
It
was
is,
like,
it
what
is, yeah.
this? Yeah.
Oh, this is the action. It looks kind of like Diablo. This actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's why I put it here. Yeah. Oh, it's by Nicholas. Whatever. They made
Nicholas.
Cave Story.
Nicholas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicholas. I think it's not. I think it's Nicholas and not Nicalis.
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Anyway, what do you think this Remy Lore game is gonna get?
Remy Lore.
I'm saying 85.
It's pretty.
No, that's
pretty
too high.
generous.
Let's say 80. because no one else stopped me.
73.
75.
I'll allow it.
Smack in the middle.
I will. Not really how that phrase works, but okay.
Brick in the middle.
Oh, that's almost as upsetting as stepping on Legos as you saying that.
Oh, the worst.
Ugh.
They can hold up to I think it was 350 pounds.
What? Huh?
Legos.
Oh,
Lego
Legos?
brick. A Lego brick can support 350 pounds.
Like, what are you talking about?
I read that on Reddit, I think.
So it must be true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, why aren't we building things out of... I guess concrete or something's probably stronger. Never mind. Than a Lego.
yeah,
Is that why they're so
Wait.
expensive?
you could almost. Yeah, it is.
Huh.
You could almost do like a sub game of the Metacritic scores, but user review scores. Because those are always different than the
Yeah, but I
Metacritic.
feel like those change. Well, maybe we could think about that. I'll write that down. You want to
Just a
do more
thought.
predictions? We could do the user score for each of these, but who knows if Remy Lore is going to have any reviews?
right.
Well, I'll write it
Remy
down.
Lore, don't let us
Just an
down.
idea. for
I'll
the
write it
future.
down because I do like that idea. I was trying to keep it more official and have the other game be the user reviews.
Uh-huh.
Because now we move on to what game got this shitty review? That's not the name of it, because there's good reviews here too. And as usual, I picked how many reviews? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I picked 8 reviews, and they are
Okay.
they are user reviews on Metacritic. Most of these are the full reviews. Some of them I edited out like whole paragraphs because they can't. They tell you what it is.
Yeah.
So it's either Jump Force, Dirt Rally 2.0, or Anthem, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to start. We're going to make. Is it more of a detriment to go first or to go second?
I don't think it matters.
Okay, well, then you get to go first.
Yes.
Yes.
My plan worked.
My plan worked. Oh boy. Oh, and this time I also added what score they gave it,
Okay.
just so you know.
All right.
This person gave this game an 8, saying, need fix, bad history, but it's good, have potential and needs support of fans, if blank, hear the feedback, can become in a good game. That is one sentence. Without a period. There are like 5 commas, no period at the end.
That's
That's
a
the
rough
problem
sentence.
with these user reviews.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Need fix, bad history, but it's good. Have potential and need support.
I'll have to say Anthem for that one.
Joel?
Because
Jump Force.
What is Jump Force's bad history?
I don't know what any of this means.
I don't know. Oh, maybe
It like has one other game. Like what?
You're
I
saying
don't
Jump Force?
Yeah, I'll say Jump Force.
The answer is Jump Force.
Oh.
know. What history is this person referring to?
I guess Bandai's. I don't know.
Get
They're
ready.
not. Do they? Am I missing something?
I mean, there's other games like this, so that's a history, or just the anime history in general.
I mean, I figured it was a curveball, but dumb.
Maybe.
Let's see here. Joel, you're up first.
Okay.
This gave the game. Also, that was need fix, bad history, but it's good was an 8. Just to remind you.
That's generous.
This is a 4. Played around
So-
30 hours. Overwhelmingly meh. Now remember, Dirt
That's a lot
Rally
of
is in
hours.
this. Dirt Rally is here, and it will surprise you.
I'm gonna say Jump Force.
Someone put 30 hours into Jump Force.
You could. I think I've easily put close to 20 hours into it.
Meh.
I'll give this one to Anthem too.
Okay. The user played around 30 hours. Overwhelmingly meh. Only a 4 though. That is Anthem.
Yeah.
Try to throw you off there.
Yeah.
Man, he already put so much time into it. What an idiot. Just kidding.
What a moron. Goes back to playing Anthem.
Yeah. He can't stop.
I get to play this shitty game. Too stupid. Need fix, bad history. That is like the best goddamn review.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's a
god.
weird review.
Let's see. I'm trying to jump them up. Here we go.
Jump
this is
force
good.
them.
Oh no. Yeah, no, this is good. This is perfect. They gave, this is for Logan, a 1. User score of a 1.
Whoa.
I give this game 1 out of 10 for the great art the talent artists created. The game design, though, is a completely busted, unsalvageable heap of garbage on fire.
Wow.
Did you write this?
I wish they used garbage. That's my favorite word.
I know. This one's Jump Force.
Okay, Joel?
I'm going to say Anthem on this one.
This one is for Anthem, yes.
Yay.
Yay, it's an unsalvageable heap of garbage on fire.
Ben, last night we were talking about Cyber 2 Connect or whatever.
Yeah.
I was also getting them mixed up with Cryware.
That's weird.
Because they pop up on a lot of, like, similar games.
Oh, there's that blue logo with the square?
Yeah. Because,
Yeah,
you see Cyber 2 Connect on a lot of the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games, but I see Cryware in a lot of... I've seen, like, it's on Jump
That's
Force.
because
and
it's
I've
like
seen
a
it in lot of games
middleware.
like that. Yeah. I don't know. I just, like, recently saw it and it reminded me.
That's funny. Let's
Anyway,
see
game on.
where we go, because we still got a lot more to do. Wait, who got that?
I did.
Thank you.
I'm a winner.
Because I forgot to give you a point.
No.
No going back.
No go back now. I guess no point for you. Oops.
Aw.
Joel, this one is for you.
Yay.
This one is a 0. This is a
Oh,
0
fuck.
review. Where should I start? 4 periods. Once you start playing this game, and these U's are the letter U.
Yeah.
Once you start playing this game, you will notice that everything is mediocre or below mediocre. Story is something you've seen for the 348th time. It's like a 4-year-old made the story.
Wow. Huh.
Is that Jump Force, Dirt Rally 2.0, which is a weird title, and Anthem, not Anthem.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Jump Force.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
It's all of... Oh my gosh. They all
They
got
just copy and paste it every.
I wish if I found that one day, I would love that twist. Yes.
I
So, yeah,
also
I said,
I
I
also
said-
said Jump Force.
Okay, you're both saying Jump Force. It's Jump Force.
Yeah.
It is Jump Force. So it is 3-2, Joel. We still have, I don't know, more. Math
How
is
was
hard.
it 3-2? Wasn't that 4?
Yeah, I think you both missed one.
All right.
No, this. Wait, God damn it.
No, I'm pretty
Need
sure that was
fix.
the third one. That was the third one.
That was the 4th one.
That was the 4th one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Need fix.
Alright.
Where should I start? Played 30 hours, and I give this game 1 out of 10.
All right. Keep your secrets.
Yeah, it's 3. It's 3-2. Okay.
Let's go. This is another 0.
Ew.
And this one's long, so I'm going to try and maybe not read all of it. Because for some reason, this person had a lot to say. Not worth the asking price. Lack of content, and blank will be releasing the other half of the game via
Wow.
paid DLC. A disgrace to all gamers who support them over the years. This is funny, less because of the review, more just because they say funny shit. DLC was supposed to be after a full game was released for those that wanted it. Now these greedy developers are releasing half a game and then making you pay for the rest. And blank are no exception. Fraud
Wow.
in all caps. And gamers are sick of it all now. Blank is beyond the joke for a game in 2019. That is their mistake, not mine.
Yeah.
And they know it. Utter ripoff, and the demise of gaming has started.
Harsh.
The ending line makes it all worth it.
It has begun.
Begun, the demise of gaming has.
This one's Dirt Rally.
This one's Anthem.
Okay, we
At
have
the
one.
beginning of a Independence Day or some
I
shit.
know,
dude.
right? They will never take us. All right, okay, freaking out. I'm being real weird here. Okay, so it is Dirt Rally 2.0.
What?
Yeah.
Good job, Logan, for sussing out me.
Your bad review that
Well,
you
I knew
made
that
up?
because of the DLC. Because Anthem
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that might throw it.
Talk about it.
I thought that might though, but it was too funny not to include.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Begun the demise has.
We gotta make sure we leave enough time to listen to your Stardew Valley impressions.
Oh, sure, we'll do that at the end. That's fine. We only got 2 or 3 more. I'll be quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
This next one is for whoever is next. I don't remember.
Joel.
Joel is next.
Okay.
This is a 10. It's a positive review.
Ooh.
And actually, the last 2 are positive. 10. Just because of blank. By the way, subscribe to PewDiePie. Bazinga. What is poppin', Jimbo?
Oh.
I need to reach the character minimum.
What?
He just did it to get a 10 on there.
He's just an obnoxious idiot. I love it.
Oh my goodness. It needs like a 4,000 character limit.
It needs more than however few this is.
Yeah. Tweets are longer.
I've dropped my keyboard and typed more.
Force.
You're going with what?
Jump Force.
Okay. The only relevant content is just because of, and then it says something I can't say.
Anthem.
What is it? Just because of robots?
Yeah. I'm thinking the blank is BioWare.
Oh, okay. Not robots with a Z.
Robot.
This is, Joel, you said Jump Force?
Yeah, I said Jump Force.
It is Jump Force. It's just because of JoJo.
I was gonna. Oh God, is it Tyler's review?
I know. No, but it did make me laugh when it said that.
Just because of JoJo. Wow.
Just
Hey,
because.
Jojo.
JoJo.
And see, and that 10 score fucks up the user review.
Yeah, but so does all the review bombing.
Yeah, especially with the 0, where should I start?
Yeah.
Shitty reviews. So, this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. It's 4-3, Joel.
Okay.
This one is for Logan. This is another 10, as I said. Blank is one of the greatest and most stylish games of this genre. It easily beats Blank in gameplay and graphics. Could be anything.
Easily beats blank.
I wish it was
Am I
for.
first?
Wish it was for Devil May Cry with stylish.
Dirt Rally.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Anthem because it sounds like they're trashing Destiny in it.
You are correct. It easily beats Destiny. That is what they were saying. Joel wins another
Destiny.
round. Joel, you've won all 3 of these.
Yeah.
I'm really good at like guessing multiple choice questions. That's how I got through
guess.
high school.
I don't know how, because some of these reviews are just straight garbage.
I'm going with my gut.
Utter nonsense. And there was only one Dirt Rally review in English.
Really?
That's the twist of this. Yeah, only one.
I wonder if
in
it came
English.
out earlier in other
I don't
territory.
know. There were only 3 reviews in total.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, but you know, the one that was there was good.
Yeah.
Look at idiot 0. God, idiots. So you want to know about Stardew?
I want to hear your impressions on Stardew Valley, and then I want to set some sort of plan to do our multiplayer
Okay.
and figure that out because I don't know how that works.
What
I don't know if like
Neither do I.
if one person sets up a farm and then we can go to it even if that person isn't online.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know where the option is.
It's at the start.
Oh, okay. I just keep it in suspense, so I never went back to the start.
I looked at it earlier this week out of curiosity, and it says like host farm and you can like connect to farm or something. So
Okay, so someone
I'll
could
have to
make
look
a farm.
into it.
But does your character, like, could I bring items?
I don't know.
We start brand new. So I think we start brand new and we
I
start
just
clearing
started
out
brand new.
Yeah, but this will be different because it's 3 of us working on a farm instead of like
All right.
one person.
So
and
should I-
also like you're a little more familiar with how it works and what to do. So, but
Yeah,
anyways,
you got a
let's
little
hear
bit.
your impressions. Let's hear
All
your
right, so
impressions.
I think I'm on day 10. Maybe.
Very early.
Yeah, really early. I've done a little bit of the cave exploration stuff, which I think is cool. I just got enough money to upgrade the satchel, so I'm gonna do that.
Yes, important.
Because I finally got crops. Like the first couple days, I didn't even plant anything, which was stupid. But I was just like chopping down trees. Like the first day, I just chopped down trees, and I'm real tired. I guess I'll just go to bed.
What is this? An Anthem javelin suit? Why am I running out of stamina so
my
quick?
gosh! I'm just chopping down all the trees in the neighborhood, and I really do like it. I was gonna say I wish it had a map, and then I found the map
Oh yeah, yeah.
on accident. Oh, there's a map. Well, never mind. That's not a problem. I do think it's kind of confusing, like with what I can do with people. I guess it's very vague, and they don't really say anything. But that's fine. I
Yeah,
guess.
you have to kind of win their friendship and love, essentially.
Sure. And there's like a
They
couple.
don't like you.
They give you that thing like meet everyone in town, and there's like 2 people. I have no idea where they are, and how could I don't know.
Yeah, I still have 2 people I have not found.
Yeah, I have no idea where they would be. But other than that, I really do like it. I mean I like Harvest Moon games, so this is fine. I like its slow pace. I'm gonna chop down the trees and I plant my little potatoes and whatever. I think the days are too short though. The days are way too short. You can get nothing done. They
Well, I
to-
mean, that's like every Harvest Moon game's always been that way.
Yeah, but-
in my opinion,
But it feels like if I had cows and I wanted to go mining and I'd have to pick 2 things to do. I couldn't go to town. I'd have to do the crops, do the cows, and maybe go to town. Maybe if there was time. Like there's just not enough time to really walk everywhere. You kind of walk slow, but I'm really liking it. I do it.
yeah, you really got to plan out what you're gonna.
Yeah, but
You got to think like 2-3 days in ahead.
yeah, and I don't really want to do that right now, so I'm kind of just farming and doing whatever.
Yeah, I mean
as you
that's kind of
should
how
be.
that's how I kind of learned the game, is just playing it the way I want to play it, and then eventually if I'm like, okay, well, if I start a new farm, which you might like, you'll end up wanting to do later on. Now you kind of know what to do and what to prioritize.
But it's not one of those games where I can miss stuff in terms of like, oh, well, you didn't do the farm fast enough and now you're dead. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I could just kind of dick around and
I don't think, is there an end to the game? I don't think it ends, right?
No,
I feel like
Just
you kind
keeps
of
going.
play. I feel like you play it forever. Like, I've seen people with like $10 million in the bank.
whew.
that's crazy.
All I know is that you can marry people, and that's about like the only story thing. Besides, like, I guess help the
Yeah.
community center. or
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
there's like side missions too, which kind of tell stories in their own way.
Yeah, it's a cool little world. I like the game. It's
Like,
fun.
why is that one guy's shorts in that one lady's house? I still haven't found out.
I still don't. I'm still
it's
like
up for
lost.
interpretation.
I
Joel.
don't like. So
Yeah,
is every
exactly.
town random or is the farm random?
farm.
Yeah, you can choose to randomize your farm. Like, there's a basic one you can do, and then you can always try a different one later on.
Okay.
Like when you start over. When you start.
Yeah,
over
sure.
again.
But okay, so I just don't also like the layout of the town. It seems like it just takes forever to get anywhere. And that's why I don't like the day limit. Like it could take 3 hours just to walk to the store. That doesn't make
Man,
any.
I've never thought about that.
It takes
I've
too
never
long
had
to
that
walk
issue.
there.
I think you're just spoiled.
Well, can I online order this? Have it delivered the next day?
See?
Whatever. It's fun though. I'm glad I bought it. I knew I would like it. I just. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's really good.
So we'll figure out the multiplayer, see how it works. See if Delphox probably has a farm. We can join his stupid farm.
He does. He does have. Well, I know he has it. I don't know if he has it on Switch. I think he has it on PC.
I'm pretty sure he'd buy it on Switch.
He might already own it on Switch.
He might already. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But I think we should start a new farm.
Yeah, a new multiplayer farm, and we could invite
Yeah.
him, and he'll do all the work.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. All right, that has been the show every Sunday. Jesus
Been
God,
the show.
what day is it? Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, live, twitch.tv / the game for next. What's next week? Who knows? Who knows? I told Joel about this conspiracy theory I had, and then I started looking into it more, and I'm like, oh, maybe not. So we'll see. We'll see if I can find more evidence, or maybe I'm just crazy. But I like talking about Anthem. That I think is more relevant than me being an insane person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to get to Endgame and see how that is, so I can talk more about it. Maybe we won't talk about it next week unless some more major stuff happens. But
yeah, well,
yeah, I want to get to Endgame.
One of the Metacritic reviews mentioned, like, oh, the guns are stupid until you get to the end game, and then it's really cool. But it's like, Jesus, that's not a good reason. Like,
there's only like 3 strongholds
to the end game.
You're just kind of running through the 3 different strongholds over and over again, and you can there's random titans in certain parts of the map that you go, and you can't one-on-one them. You have to have people help you because they're fucking crazy to fight.
Yeah,
I'm good.
And you fight them to get rare materials.
This just sounds exhausting.
Yeah, it's that type of game. I mean, it's, you get to the end and all you do is you grind for materials. It's like MMO light for sure. This one's really light.
Yeah, it seems really light. I'd love to know your play time, how long it took to get to the end of this, to the grind.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people get 25 to 30 hours in and be at end game. It's taken me a lot longer because I'm trying to just solo everything, and I'm also like it took me a while to figure out the exploration, like how to get anywhere with that map.
With the garbage map.
Exploration.
The fucking map, dude.
Right.
I can kind of see it now. Like, the more I look at it now, the more it makes sense. But why did it
see it?
Like, I can see where to go and everything. It's just like, it shouldn't be that big of a pain in the ass.
Mind's eye.
Well, the problem is that the entire map, every area looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
I mean, there's those parts, there's the ruins, there's the swamp that are a little bit different, but like 85% of it, it's all the same in my head.
For sure. Yeah.
Good job.